It's hot out today, which makes this, of course, the perfect day to work out in the direct sun on a piece of equipment that we bought yesterday. We bought this hay rake yesterday that has a known problem. The front rake wheel has some parts put in backwards from a repair that was made to it. So I'm gonna try to straighten that out. Normally you'd see, Ryan around here helping us with this kind of a project, but he has a real job today, so he's working. And I'm impatient, so I'm gonna take a whack at it. It's pretty big, and I got to take that whole front trolley wheel off of the thing, separate the frame from that lower trolley. So we've got the tractor kind of hooked up carrying the weight right now, and hopefully if I get a few pieces separated, the tractor will be able to lift the remaining weight. Right now it can't lift the whole weight. Our tractor's not quite manly enough for that giant rake. So I'm gonna try to take it apart. It's like at least 8,000 degrees out here, like the surface of the sun. Ryan is holding the camera because he's way too ugly right now to be on camera after sweating this hard and working so bad. But we got it together. Absolutely could not have done it without Ryan's help. All of these, arms that get put into this center hub there to go around and around, they have to fit in this kind of tricky little track so that when they go around, the arms move up and down to rake the hay and deposit it where you want it. So there's this fancy track. When you get to the very last one, I don't know what it takes a degree in to put it in easily, but I mean, finally, as just get it done kind of people, well, we figured it out. Mostly Ryan figured it out. There was a hammer involved. And right now it looks like it works, it looks like we've got it all right. Each one of these will go around and pick up hay on the left side, and it'll rake it over to the right side and deposit it right where I'm sitting. And we'll have windrows on the right-hand side. And you can move this back trolley to either the left or the right to create either one very large windrow or two smaller but still significant windrows. When you figure each one of these rakes is about 12 feet, that's a pretty substantial rake by anybody's standards. But then when you put this all together, it's about 24 feet worth of grass that you can move into one windrow if you want to. We are so incredibly hot right now. We're gonna go get some refreshments, and then we're gonna come back and we'll put the PTO shaft on it and fire it up. And if you're experienced with farm equipment, you're probably looking at that and chuckling just a little bit, like, look at the size of that little tractor attached to that rake. I sure hope it works out. If not, my sweetheart has promised me that I'm gonna get a new, bigger John Deere. So there we go.
No.
Yeah, no, it's an investment. It's an investment. She sometimes thinks it's just a toy, but it's not. So, all right.
So what are we doing today? What's happening here?
Well, the function that makes it so we can drop the windrow skirt in the back over there has not worked before because I didn't have any way to plug it into this tractor. This tractor doesn't have the Kuhn plug-in. So I got that adapter. I ordered an adapter, off the internet, and then I wired it into
Is that this guy?
That is that guy. And then I wired it into the cigarette, so I can plug it into the cigarette lighter socket. And
There.
well, I've verified that the cigarette lighter socket works, this thing still doesn't function. So I've got to troubleshoot it, and you're my partner in crime. So sorry about whatever else you wanted to get done.
We did get a lot done today.
Yeah. May I please have that adapter so I can plug it into this? Thanks. All right, time to shed those.
So what's the function that doesn't happen?
The skirt over there, the windrow skirt that says Kuhn on it upside down,
Yeah.
is supposed to be flipped over and down.
Oh.
And that's a hydraulic function.
And what does that skirt do?
It makes a nice tight windrow so you can bail it properly.
Oh, okay.
Not like that mess I made when I used it the first time, you know, a few weeks ago or a couple weeks ago, whatever it was. So can you please plug this into the cigarette lighter, and then you're going to be in charge of this button. All right. And when you have a free hand there, if you could grab me that hammer. Thank you. The farmer's tool of choice.
Of course.
So lever number three steers the buggy, and it also raises and lowers that skirt when it's functioning properly.
Okay.
Did you get all that?
He had to run up and get tools because whatever I'm doing by holding this button here down and using this lever here, it didn't work. So he's getting tools to make it work. So I got up here and I pulled back. This was broken. So I pulled back this a little bit, and I'm trying to find the flat wire, and that indeed is the flat wire. So whatever repair this is, May?
It's suspicious. It's a good chance that that's in there. So
Okay, so we're gonna cut the...
Yeah, if you can unwrap the tape, that would be great. It lets you just investigate as you go, but if not, just cut it off and we'll see what we have.
Okay.
We'll make a better repair.
Okay, since I'm just holding my camera, I'm gonna stop for a second and see if I can't get this off. So I unwrapped this, and what we see is two white wires that are copper inside and that have been wrapped together.
Just twisted together? Just
twisted together. And then the outside of that plastic piece. So I don't know.
Okay. Maybe I can get close enough to give an opinion.
Okay.
Try to sneak under here in between these tabs.
Okay. Say it again.
Well, the white one that's just twisted together is not acceptable for a long-term repair. I mean, if you had a problem out in the field and you just had to get yourself going, fine. But, I mean, there's a very good chance that that's where our voltage drop is. So we need to sort that out first. And then from there, we'll see. Maybe that's all, and maybe we just need to repair that wiring.
And what does that repair look like?
So you could either solder it, which would be real nice, or you could use a high quality, crimp connector with some heat shrink tubing on it. You could solder it and heat shrink it. Those would be the two options. Out here where we are out in the field here, I'd probably would use a nice quality crimp connector and with a heat shrink end on it and melt it down and call it good.
Okay. Okay, so we think we identified the problem. We've got good voltage, and so I'm going to push the button and work the lever, and the arm's supposed to come down hydraulically. Okay. So now we're just going to tape up our connections and put the covers back on and call her a day. Yay!